Give it up for David. I'm beginning all that praise, bro, because my parents are here. That shit's dangerous. It's crazy, bro, because I used to be a good student when I was a little kid, and I'm gonna tell you like this: in a Mexican household, that being a good student is the fucking worst, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. Because in a Spanish-speaking household, that comes with responsibilities that no child should ever have to deal with. It doesn't make sense. Like one time, I'm gonna tell you a story. I got a gold star one time in 5th grade. And I remember the lesson specifically because it ruined my life. For real. It was a lesson on compound words, and if you don't know what a compound word is, first of all, I know you're over 21, so that's embarrassing already. But a compound word basically is you take 2 words and you put it into one. So, bruh, in 5th grade, I was killing it. Teacher was like, what if you put rain and coat together? What would that be, Luis? I'm like, bitch, that's a raincoat. She's like, oh my God, you're doing so well. What if you put a water and melon together? I was like, pendeja, that's a watermelon. She's like, Luis, oh my God, that's excellent. I'm gonna reward you with a gold star. She gave me a gold star. All this gold star meant, really, was that I was graduating to the next level of hooked on phonics. That's as far as it got. But I came home, I was like, Mom, check it out, I got a gold star. My parents took this to mean that I had just received a fucking PhD in English, and they nominated me to be the translator for the entire family. I remember like a week later, my grandpa was going to therapy to rehab him, nurse him back to health after he had a stroke. And I was like, well, first of all, that's a lot of responsibility to put on me. This don't make no sense. But I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. I remember the day of, my dad sat me, and he brought me into the room like I was going into a soccer game too. He was like, hey, go start, come here. He was like, hey, mijo. I swear down, dog, I swear down. He's like, mijo, today, when the doctor comes, it's just gonna be you and the doctor and your grandpa. So your grandpa's life is in your hands. Please don't fuck this up because we're depending on you, okay? Then he got motivation and was like, now go get him, my little pinche gold star. I was like, Papa, I don't think I'm ready. He shut the door on me. Yeah, he left to work. Now the only issue is, here's the primary issue that I was having is like my gold star, I got it for English. I didn't even speak Spanish. Like, didn't at all. And the other problem is that doctor's English, exponentially more difficult than a 5th grade English class. Like, I'm gonna tell you, they got like 10 years of education on me and like thousands of dollars of debt. I didn't have that. But I was like, you know what? Mama ain't raised no bitch. How hard could it be? I got this. So when the doctor came in that day, threw me off guard, first of all. He knocked on the door. I was like, hi, come on in. He's like, hello, my name is Dr. Patel. Can you please have your grandfather sit down and turn off the TV? I was like, first of all, I wasn't expecting another language barrier. So. But like those little things I could deal with, I was like, I got this, all right. I thought if I yelled louder, it would cross my grandpa's language barrier. I was like, Abuelito, please sit down. And no more novelas, no más. Then the doctor connected him to like some kind of like apparatus that I didn't know what it was as a kid. And this is where shit got heavy because he started shaking his head. And I was like, that can't be good. He was like, please tell your grandfather that he has hypertension. I was like, hypertension? Well, that's a compound word, so I was made for this. Here's the issue with the compound word. That one wasn't on my test. It really, like, I didn't know. I was like, doctor, could you use it in like a sentence or something? You know what? I got this. I was like, fool, Grandpa, you have hypertension. which means get your tension is too hyper. Now, I don't want to bore you guys with the particulars of the entire therapy session, but the long and the short of it is, my grandpa died. Like, no, I know how you think I felt, dog. I was like, I told you I wasn't ready. It took me years, bro. I didn't go to Mexico for at least like 10 years, because I know my family, bro. As soon as I get off the airplane, my tia's gonna be like, hey, there he is, look, the Ghost Star Killer. Thank you guys, my name is García.